Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and you're watching Yazz'n It Up. And today I'm going to be doing beauty products that I will not be buying. This is my rendition of an anti-haul. If you guys haven't seen anti-hauls here on YouTube, people gather up makeup products that are recently being released from all sorts of makeup brands and they haul what they're not going to be buying. So they put up a picture and they share why they're not going to be buying it, why it doesn't interest them. But in today's video, I'm going to be doing makeup products that are already out, that you guys are probably already bought or you're thinking about buying, that's really popular that I don't find that I need to put it in my collection. So it's not that these are new, these are just very popular items and we're gonna jump right into it. So I have 13 products here. Some are skincare, some are from the drugstore, and some are high-end. And I just feel like these are products that a lot of YouTubers talk about that they love, but for some reason it just hasn't appealed to me. And the first one is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and it retails for $48. And I'm sure you guys seen it. I'm going to try and put pictures of each item on the screen for you. And so many YouTubers talk about Tatcha in general. They have nice skincare, they have nice makeup, and recently one of their primers has been talked about a lot on YouTube, but I know Tatcha is expensive. Like the Tatcha Luminous Skin Mist is almost $50. Like I would never pay that price for any setting spray in general, but the fact that it's luminous, it turns me off. I do have oily skin and I do sometimes try dewy products or luminous products, but I know that the Tatcha isn't gonna work for me. I've seen other YouTubers who have oily skin and they said that it just makes them look real greasy, and I know some people that have it, they would use it for different stuff, like to refresh it if they're not wearing any makeup, but I figured $50 is way too much just to refresh my face on a no makeup day. So I will be passing on the Tatcha Luminous Skin Mist. The next product I have to share with you guys is from Mario Badescu, and it's called the Drying Lotion, and it retails for $17. You can get this at Ulta, and I love Mario Badescu's stuff. I have their facial sprays, but this drying lotion comes in a little bottle and it has pink like lotion in it, and then it has a clear serum in it, and what you're supposed to do is dunk a Q-tip in it and you're supposed to put it on your blemishes, and apparently it's supposed to vanish your blemishes. The reason I'm not buying that is because I don't have acne, and when I get pimples I don't get a lot of them. Like I'll get a pimple on my chin every once in a while, I'll get a pimple on my forehead. Like when I get pimples I only get one and I barely get them. Thank God I'm blessed in that area. I feel bad for people who have acne, and I would definitely recommend this for people who have acne, but for me, I get it, I pop it and she's gone. But this is something that I don't need, so I'm gonna pass on it. Next I have something that you can pick up at Sephora, and it's Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona is known for their eyeshadow, and they're also known for being really expensive. And I'm not picking any eyeshadow palette in particular, I'm just picking Natasha Denona, like the larger palette, and they retail for $129, $169. I've seen one that's over $200. Like that for an eyeshadow palette is just way too much for me. I have a trouble spending money on $54 palettes, and $54 is not even that much, but $169, almost $200, that I would never ever do. The eyeshadow palettes, they're really pretty. I've seen people on YouTube use them and it's probably really good quality. I haven't actually gone into Sephora and swatched any of them, but even if I was to swatch it, I'm not gonna buy it anyway. Next product I have for you guys is from the drugstore, and it's from one of my favorite brands ever. It is the Wet n Wild primer, specifically the dewy one, and it all comes down to that I have oily skin, and anything dewy, it's just not gonna work out for me. I have oily skin all around my face, especially like my forehead area, my chin, and around my nose. So anything dewy, I don't find that it blurs my pores, I don't find that it smooths my skin. I just find that it brings a luminosity to the skin, and I'd rather go in with a pore filling primer or a smoothing primer, or one that's really gonna make my foundation stick to it. So I love Wet n Wild. Everything I get I usually love, but the dewy primer I'm just gonna steer away from. It's only $4.99, so I'll just save that $5 and spend it on another Wet n Wild product. So another product, you can find this at Sephora and you can find it at Ulta. It is the Tarte Shape Tape. This retails for $27. Everyone and their mom, grandma, sister's uncle, like everyone is buying this concealer, and they have a wide shade range. They even came out with the Tarte Shape Tape foundation, but the concealer, everyone says it's super thick and it's super full coverage, which is good for some people who like that, but I don't wear concealer every day. I probably wear concealer twice a month, so there's no point in me spending $27 on a concealer that I probably won't use. So I do have concealers in my collection, maybe 5 or 6, and I use them if my foundation is way too dark and I need to lighten my under eyes, or I use them for eyeshadow primer. So the Tarte Shape Tape, I know everyone loves it, I know everyone's trying to buy it, get their hands on it, and everyone on YouTube is talking about it, but Yazz'n It Up is not for the Tarte Shape Tape. Now the next product I'm going to be talking about is drugstore, and it only costs $8, but it's $8 that I'm going to be saving, and it is from a brand that I truly love. You can find this at Ulta, and it's Makeup Revolution. I've really been getting into this brand. They have wonderful highlighters, wonderful eyeshadows, and I've just been loving a lot that the brand makes. But the baking powder that they have comes in a container that I don't think is practical. They have banana powders, they have translucent ones, they have like a whole range of their powders, but the packaging, it's not gonna work. It comes, I'll put a picture on the screen so you guys can see it, but it comes in like a jar, and I just find that it's gonna be a messy situation because when I put my powder on, I use my sponge, so I dip it in the compact or I dip it in the loose powder and I apply it all over my face. But there's no way that I would be able to get my sponge into the container, and I just feel like it's gonna be a hot mess. So I don't think the packaging is practical, which is why I'm not gonna be buying it. Next product I'm gonna be talking about, and I'm not gonna be purchasing, is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this had a whole bunch of attention when it first came out, and it is the Subculture palette. It retails for $42, and I think that some of the shades in here are absolutely beautiful, but because everyone keeps on saying it's inconsistent, it's super powdery, patchy, I'm not going to be buying it because I don't think I love all of the colors enough to be buying the palette. My cousin has a palette and it works for her. She makes it work, and that's good for her, but it's $42 that I'm going to be saving to buy the Norvina palette or the Soft Glam palette because those attract me more. The Subculture palette I don't think I need. It's not my cup of tea, so I'm going to be passing on that palette. So the next product I'm going to be talking about is from Benefit Cosmetics, and is their Hoola Light Bronzer. It retails for $29. I do own the regular Hoola bronzer, and I do enjoy that one. Sometimes when I get a tan, it's just a little bit too light for me, so I can't always use it. So if the regular Hoola bronzer is sometimes too light for me, then I know the light Hoola bronzer is going to be way too light for me, so I'm just going to steer away from it. I'm not going to purchase it, even though a lot of people like the light as well. I just think I may be a little bit too dark for it. I have a medium skin tone, and when I get tan, I look pretty dark. The next two are eyeshadow palettes, and they're both from Urban Decay. The first one is the Naked One eyeshadow palette. It retails for $54, and this came out a while back, but I feel like the Naked One is the OG for everyone. And when it first came out, I wanted to buy it too, I'm not gonna lie, because everyone had it and everyone on YouTube was talking about it. But now that I'm looking at it and I look in stores, and I have all the other ones, I have Naked 2, I have Naked 3, and I have Naked Smoky, but when I look at Naked 1, the colors aren't speaking to me, and I do want it to finish the collection, but I don't want to spend $54 just to finish a collection, but I don't need it. And to go along with that is the Naked Heat, and I don't want to buy these two palettes because I don't need them. The Naked Heat, when it first came out, I really wanted it, but then the Tarte Toasted palette came out, and that one appeals to me more, so I don't need two similar red tone coppery eyeshadow palettes in my collection. So I'm just gonna purchase the Tarte one in the future and skip out on the Naked Heat one. The next product I'm going to be talking about is from the drugstore. It is a dupe for the Kat Von D liquid eyeliner, and it is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster eyeliner and serum, and it retails for $10.99. And I feel like a lot of people have been talking about this on YouTube, that it's a dupe for the Kat Von D, and a lot of people are saving their coins and they're going out and they're buying this one from Physicians Formula. But I never tried the Kat Von D liquid eyeliner because I don't like felt tips. I only like brush tips, and they're liquid. It doesn't come in a pen. I learned with the liquid and a brush, so I never learned how to do it with a felt tip. So I'm just gonna stick to what I know, and I'm gonna skip this eyeliner even though everyone recommends it. The next item is also from the drugstore, and is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and it retails for $12.99. You can find L'Oreal literally anywhere, any drugstore, any Ulta. L'Oreal is sold everywhere, and I do own the Infallible Pro Matte, and it used to be one of my favorite foundations, but recently it's just been too matte for me, and I'm trying to use them up because I have two of them, and I'm sure I'm going to put them in a project pan eventually, but the Pro Mattes just aren't working for me, and I know that the Pro Glow is not going to work for me because I have oily skin, like I said before, and I've seen people use the Pro Glow, and it's just too much for me in my opinion. Like, they just look way too dewy, they look wet, and some people like that look, but I don't think it's going to be a look on me. Last but not least, I have one that is higher end, and it's from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's their cream contour kit that retails for $40. And I do want to try the Anastasia regular, like their powder contour kit. Everyone on YouTube loves that, and I also want to try it, but their cream contour kit, it's just been popping up in TJ Maxx. Like, every time I go, TJ Maxx has it for $20, $25, $25, which is a good price considering it retails for $40. So it's almost half off. I would recommend it maybe if you're a makeup artist and you're freelancing, because then you could dip your brushes and you can mix the colors together to match the client. So I would definitely recommend it for that. But I don't cream contour, I don't use cream blush. Sometimes I'll use cream highlighter, but I haven't been doing that lately. So I'm just putting on my foundation and powdering right away. I don't think that the cream contour is going to work for me, considering I've never tried it before. I don't want to just spend $25 to $40, depending if you can find it at TJ Maxx or not, on something that I'm just going to be practicing on. Maybe I would pick up something from the drugstore first if I want to try cream contouring, but right now it's not on my mind, it's not on my radar. I really don't want to do it, so I'm just going to save my money on that. But I do know that a lot of people like that product. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and you give it a thumbs up. This was kind of my rendition of an anti-haul. These products have already been come out. You guys can get your hands on these at Ulta or drugstores or Sephora, so definitely check them out. If there's something that appeals to you here, then definitely look it up and do your research. These products just aren't appealing to me. I'm going to be saving my money here and I'm going to be steering away. I think this was important for me because I really need to look into what I want to buy and what I'm not going to buy, because then I could just save my money if I really do my research and I really look at the product. Do I need it? Do I have something similar to this? So I'm going to be saving my money with these products, even though everyone talks about them on YouTube. I don't need them, and I'm super excited just to be saving my money and to be spending it somewhere else where I'm going to enjoy something better. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. My Instagram is always listed down below. You guys can follow me and tag me in any of your beauty photos, and I hope you guys have a great day.